And welcome back for lesson 67. We're talking about percent of change. Your objective is right here. Let's go ahead and get started. Example 1 says Donna bought a dress at 30% off sale for $42. What was the original price of the dress? Okay, so when we talk about percent change, that means that we are adding something on or taking something away. Okay, so here Donna bought a dress for 30% off, so that means we're taking some money off of the price. Okay, and we want to know the original price. Now for all these percent change problems, okay, you're going to set up a ratio box. It's always going to look the same way. Okay, we're going to have a side for our percent and a side for our actual count. In this case, it would be our dollars. Okay, and then we're going to have three parts to this. Okay, the first part is going to be the original. Okay, so that might be the original price, whatever the original cost was. Okay, then we're going to take into account our change, which can be a plus or a minus, meaning it can go up or down. Okay, and we're going to look at our new. Okay, whatever the new price is or the new amount is. Alright, well, original percent is always going to be 100. So the number that goes here is always going to be 100. Okay, so for example, Donna's buying a dress. The original price is 100%. Okay, that makes sense because that's what it actually costs. Then the change is going to be how much did it go up or go down? Well, in this case, we know it's 30% off. So it's going down 30%. Okay, and the new, okay, is going to be, however, these things go together. Well, since the price is going down, we're going to subtract 100 minus 30. Okay, and that's going to give us 70. So if something's decreasing, it's going down, we're taking percents off, then we're going to subtract these two numbers for our new spot. Okay, so she bought a dress for 30% off, then that means she's going to end up paying 70% of the original price. And we know that she bought the dress for $42, and that was the new price, was $42 after the sale. And then we want to know what was the original price of the dress, so we want to figure out this. So now we're not so concerned about the amount of change. And we're going to set up a proportion to solve this. So I'm going to put 100 over 70 equals x over 42 and figure out the original price of that dress. Again, we're going to use cross products, so 70 times x equals 42 times 100 is 4200. Then I'm going to divide by 70. Okay, and 4200 divided by 70 is going to give me 60. Now we need to answer the question. It says, what was the original price of the dress? So we need to put this in dollars. So the original price was $60. So if the original price was $60 and the cost was $42 that she paid, that means she saved $18 on this dress. Okay, that's a pretty good deal. So again, notice the things that we set up. We had a percent side and an actual side. We figured out our original parts, how much it changed, whether it went up or down, and then the price after, or whatever the amount was after the change. Alright, let's do one more example. Example 2 says the median price of a house in a neighborhood rose 20% in 1 year to this price. By how many dollars did the median increase? Okay, so it's going up 20% now. So again, we're going to have our two sides. This is a change problem, so it's percent and our actual count. And anytime we're changing, we're going up or down. Again, we're going to use these same three things we did last time. We want to know our original amount. We want to know the change. Okay. In this case, the change rose. Okay, the price rose, so that means the change is going to be a plus. And then we've got our new total. Okay, well, let's fill in what we know. says the median price of a house neighborhood rose 20%. So that's how much it changed. We know the original percent is always 100. And since the price rose, we're going to add these two numbers together this time and get 120. And when it goes down, we subtract them. When it goes up, we add them. And it says the price rose in 1 year to $288,000. So that means it started at a price and then went up to $288,000. So that $288,000 is the new price. And it says by how many dollars did it increase? So we're trying to find not the original, but the change. We want to know how much it went up. Okay, so in this case I'm not worried about how much it was originally. I'm worried about how much the price went up. And we're going to set up a proportion. We have 20 over 120 equals x over 288,000. We're going to do cross products and get 120 times x equals 288 times 20. Well, 288 times 2, let's figure that out first. That's 16, carry the 1, 2 times 8 is 16, plus 1 is 17. Carry the 1, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So that's 576 with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros after it. And we'll fill in some commas. Now, we just need to divide. So we're going to divide by 120 to figure out how much the price went up. Okay, well, first thing I should see is that I'm going to be able to knock off 1 0 on the end to make my life a little easier here. So I'm going to take 5, 7, 6, 0, 0, 0 and divide that by 12. Well, 12 goes into 56 4 times. 12 times 4 is 48. And if we subtract, 57 minus 48 is 9. Bring down to 6. 12 goes into 96 8 times, and 12 times 8 is in fact 96. So we get 0. And since we got a 0 there, all we need to do is add on the zeros from the spot where we ended. So I'm going to put these 3 zeros on the end. So the answer is x equals 48,000. And if we answer the question asks us by how many dollars did it increase? So it increased $48,000. So the value of the house went up quite a bit. That's a good thing. Alright. Okay, and that's your video on the homework. Things to pay attention to are to make sure you're plugging things in the correct spots in the percent box, making sure you pay attention to the change if we're adding or subtracting these two numbers together. Okay, if the problem says that we're increasing, then we add these two. If we're decreasing, we subtract these two to get to our value down here. Okay, then we need to pay attention to, are we trying to figure out the change, are we trying to figure out the original amount or the new amount? Alright, and that's your lesson on this. Good luck on the homework.